Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another live trading session. My name is Stefan. I think you are already used to my boring voice. Today we'll have a little special because I'm also a little bit sick, so I'll be sneezing and most likely I'll be unable to mute myself on time. So I'll destroy your ears. Well, let's give 1 minute for everyone to hop up. Then we can actually deep dive into what I'm looking at. Let me check. I think we have a long from this area at a candle body low for trade location and 78.6. Let me check it out. So 62,126. So it's not yet in. 62,126. Yeah. Well, you know, I've been speaking about feeling this week for a long period of time, if you know already. I pointed out initially live on YouTube, I pointed out this short area, live on Twitter actually, sorry. Then, man, sorry. Yeah. Then we took this power of 3 short here. Also, it was posted on Twitter. Then once again, this one I didn't post it. We had a short limit order down here. One second. There we go. And we had a short from this area. And I lit it in the weekend. So I think we played it pretty nice. Okay, 50 people. Hello. Yeah, I'm not dying. Even though I'm acting like I'm dying. My wife says that anything, it's better than me being sick. Because I'm... I think I'm annoying. Yeah, for example, I don't know, someone was complaining yesterday about lean short, but look at it. Yeah. It hit more than 2 to 1 R, so you could have booked partials on this one. And the stop loss wasn't hit. Okay, I think we can... we have about 80 people. I have one request from you guys. I have one request from every person who's in this live. Please, my request is go on this link, retweet, like, and comment. You can do only one of these actions, but go and do one of those actions. Commenting is helping, leaving a comment is helping a lot with the algorithm, all right? All right? And now let me show you something. If you manage to, okay, if you did it, please, if you did not liked it, comment, retweet, please go and do it. Now let me show you how I'm waking up each day. Let me show you, damn it, a nice comment. And I want to make a little, how to call it, bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. Okay. Hopefully it worked now. Okay. And we'll start right after this. We'll start. All right. So now we can actually start. Well, we have waited. The people who wanted to join, I think they are already here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Now I think we can actually start and deep dive into what I was looking at. So my initial chart, let's go on my initial chart, which I actually posted yesterday. To explain a little bit what I'm seeing here, we can actually go on 12 hours, zoomed in a little bit. So the idea behind it is the fact that we've been baiting longs for a long period of time. You can see equal highs here created. There you go. Yeah, equal highs here, here, and here. So each time the price was dumping, the longs were trying to target somehow, yeah, a sweep, let's say, or attempt to sweep of the previous week high. And you can see the price has actually consolidated lower and lower with lower highs and lower lows. I saw those triangle breakout experts and everyone calling for higher. Some of them were calling for lower, but I'm not a triangle guy. I'm a range guy. So however we put it, this should be a range. And if I'm thinking from a range perspective, then definitely we are getting in the discount area. But you don't want to get in a position without a confirmation, right? So there is no reason to hop in a position right here blindly. So what I would look for actually, it's 1 second. I'll be starting to look for structure once we get here at 62,200. I will go on low time frame and seek for an entry. If not, then most likely we'll be speaking about this swing failure pattern of the pivot low. And that should require a reclaim on a time frame like 1 hour, or if you're fast enough, yeah, you can look for 5-15 minutes. All right. So that would be the main plan here. We are indeed, if we look at from a fib retracement point of view, yeah, we are sitting right at the 78.6, which is my main point of interest when I'm hunting deep retracements. Now, if I'm going on a 4-hour time frame, what you can observe, and I was highlighting yesterday, is that each time the price has created a 4-hour displacement, lately what happened is that the price has just dumped further. This is what I pointed last night, if you remember. And I was having comments like, no, it's impossible, we'll just pump. And one more aspect was, okay, if we treat this like a range and you can look at 0.5 GAN area, was the fact that we never tapped, never consolidated this lower side of the range below 65,000. And that usually means one thing. We'll either start consolidating and rejecting once again this 0.5 area. So now it's a big resistance at 66, or we'll go straight to the downside and it will be a bearish retest once we get here. But definitely, this is the area where I'm starting to look for longs. Now I just need some reasoning behind my long. I don't know if this W it's what I'm looking for, because if, let's say, put the trend line here, let's go with this one. We have an M top created here. You can see it. So I would like first for the price to get on the other side of the trend line before hunting anything. Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. And then if I'm looking at a potential channel like this, you can see we can expect a bit more downside. So the price can actually dump into 60,000, create equal lows, because I think they will try to bait again, and then we can bounce from this area. But in my opinion, will be a dead cat bounce. We'll see. Why? Because looking at the daily, I said in a previous post yesterday, and I also mentioned on Twitter, but mainly I posted on Discord on the VIP. The fact that we created a daily gap here, this is strength. Yeah. I said here it has about 24 hours to flip this level. So what I mentioned yesterday, who is following me closely, is that if the market really wants to rebound here, it has to do a railroad tracks. And if you don't know, go and search on Investopedia. Or it has to do a bullish engulfing of this Monday candle. So it has to cover a lot of ground. And I know the reasoning why we should get a pump like this, like you see here. So this is the only thing that can save the chart now. If we get a bullish engulfing, then this bearish flip of the previous key horizontal and POC would be turned into support. Hopefully you get my point. Now, any tap of this area will be met with high resistance. And the highest efficiency point would be here at 65,800. Yeah, just a casual 10% pump is required. Like, for real, yeah. Well, it is what it is. It will happen, as I said last night, low probability. Low probability. It is what it is. Now we have an M, but as I said, I'll treat it like a range, but we have a confirmed M here, M top, you can see, and we displaced the previous support structure. And I'm expecting expansion to the downside. One of my points of interest is 54 and 56.3, somewhere around here. Those are my main points. Now you would say, well, Stefan, I wasn't prepared for that. You didn't say anywhere. You said last night that you're longing, and then you said that the market will go to zero, and then you said you're long. But if you are in that situation, please stop trading and go and learn about this little informational ticker around here. So if you see a ticker that is 5 minutes and I say I longed, and you see a 5 minutes chart, don't presume that a daily or a 4-hour scenario where I say it will dump like shit, it's invalidated. Because I'm looking for a quick scalp, exactly like I said in the previous post. I had an entry here, and we had about 3-1. We took partial take profits, and then the price busted. It's not my fault. Nothing I can do, but nothing invalidates the fact that the price will dump further. And then had plenty of shorts on Bitcoin. I still have the shorts from 90,000, 93, 90, 96 here. I still have the short from here. Ethereum, same stuff. I still have the shorts from 3,000, this area. So I don't know. I'm fine, honestly. I'm fine. Then we looked at this short on Filecoin. I posted this short. So I have short Bitcoin, Lean, Ethereum, Filecoin. This motherfucker on Cheese, Aster, and seems like we have a long on Solana triggered. Yeah, we have a long on Solana. It confirmed. Let me tag the VIP because they are the ones that should get the first on. All right. And let me check if we have anything else on. Doge is not yet on. So we have only Solana on. I'm waiting for a Filecoin long also, Solana and Doge. Well, yesterday, honestly, on the London session, it wasn't that clean because I was waiting for this SFP on S&P before I can short Bitcoin. And it seems like we had a fake out here, and I didn't manage to take the short on S&P or on Bitcoin either. That intra day trade, this pump here, I didn't expect it to be that weak. I was expecting at least 67,000 or at least 67,200, but it was damn weak. You can see here, so nothing we can do. All right, so okay, all right. Let's go on a higher time frame and see what do we have. Bitcoin, actually, let's go 12 months. And now, actually, the live stream can start, to put it like that. We have about 100 people. And by the way, now I will not stop. I will start analyzing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and everything that we got. I'll not go over it. This again is the last time I make the request. So if you have any chart request or if you didn't like commented, go and do this on the link below, please. That's the only thing that I'm asking. All right. So what do we see here? I think I did this already a few times. I did this charting a few times already, and I explained what I see. If you remember, a stupid person somewhere in December, January, when we were at about 110,000, I don't know if you remember, did told you that there is a very, very, very high probability that we will go back and retest the zero point 0.5 GAN of the 12 months fair value gap. You remember that stupid person? Yeah, I don't know if you remember that stupid person, but look at it. He was damn lucky once again. And now we are just trading inside the 12 months fair value gap. But judging by the momentum, we'll observe the momentum once we go on the 4 months, on 3 months, and so on. I do think that market will not stop from dumping until we get a tap of this high time frame demand around here. Yeah. And I do not rule out the probability of the 2024 candle to be taken out. So this 38,000. All right. 48 to 38. Yep. I think you guys remember when I discussed about this 12 months FEG. Now, yeah, if we go with the flat bottom Maribozu patterns logic, there is a probability even to take this low. God knows, it's crypto. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. If you don't put this in your mind already, and if you're like, come on, it can't do that. I have in my comments so many people saying it cannot happen. So I'm making a little parenthesis, or how the fuck it's called. I had someone telling me that Tau to, but I don't know if I have the whole chart here. To $50, it cannot happen. No, it's impossible. Well, if it's impossible, then actually it might be highly probable. Yeah, if hitting 100 or even the bullish retest of this $59, it's impossible, then in my books it's actually highly probable. So never say impossible. But yeah, let's play level by level. So right now, any tap inside this area would be met with resistance. So anything at 74,000 and even 68,000, this would be like hitting the ceiling. And now we are at 0.5 of the FEG, like 0.5 threshold. Let's go on 4 months and see what the heck do we have. Yeah, we have a whole level here, bearish candle between two bullish ones. But I don't see any support momentum coming on in this candle. Yeah, I get it. It's 4 months, maybe on 1 month. The overview can change. Yeah, all right. Let's put that one. Let's go 1 month. Not too much information on that time frame. Okay, we also hit POC of this consolidation range. Okay, let's see this little trend line here. Okay, so now we have some little context that might create some reasoning for a little bounce. So we are at 0.5 GAN of the 12 months FEG. We are also at the POC, and we will also, I think this one, okay. We're going to hit the W bottom trend line. And I think also we are at 61.8. 61.8 at the GP area. Yeah, there we go. So we are also hitting the GP area. So I am expecting a bounce around here. Yeah, at 56,000 to 54,000. We have plenty of confluences here for an intermediate bounce, at least into 74,000 to 80,000. But then, if I'm going at the weekly time frame, what I mentioned 2 days ago, or actually yesterday, is that we have the first 1 week candle close below previous all-time high, and that cannot be bullish at all. So we have the first confirmation. Yeah, we have the first confirmation of acceptance below the previous all-time high. And in my too stupid sense, I have a chart here made. I need to search for it because I'm doing lots of. Okay, there you go. So we have a. I did this analysis like 1 month ago, and you can see the price. It's following the analysis perfectly. Once we confirmed the first weekly candle below the previous all-time high, we just confirmed the reclaim inside the 2024 range. And what that means? It means that most likely the price will seek for the range lows. And it falls exactly at the 54,000, where I mentioned that I do think it's a good level for becoming bullish on weekly time frame, because we have golden pocket, we have trend line support, we have monthly and quarterly support there. Yeah, so if we get below 59 to 54, I think it's a good area to seek for longs, and then we target the range highs. Pretty simple stuff, guys. Simple. Do not overcomplicate Simple stuff. Ethereum, it has exactly the same stuff. If you bear with me to see what I was looking at. And yeah, there is a chance for Ethereum to hit 1,190. There is a chance. Okay, there you go. So Ethereum, I was highlighting this range. Now we just entered in July, August 2022 range. You can see the market spent. Sorry. So market spent about 500 days, like 1 year and a half, inside this range. So I think Ethereum will go through a long consolidation period if we are not getting out of this area. We are indeed at a 78.6 fib. We had an initial buying pressure coming in, but as you can see, we are just slowly bleeding the week, and we are slowly consolidating this week, which we had initially at 78.6. So if we go and play with the rules of the ranges, then there is a huge probability for Ethereum to hit $1,523 here. And then there is a pretty high probability to hit 1.2 and essentially $155. Level by level, these are the areas that I'm bidding for Ethereum. I have spot buying orders waiting for Ethereum there. All right, makes sense? Or it doesn't make sense? You can say it doesn't make sense. Not too many things are making sense in this world. Huh? Now let's go on total. And as you remember, I took my loss here. I said that I was wrong. I had all the reasons to look for long, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. When I said that January, February should be bullish, well, I said in the last video too that I took my loss when the channel was flipped and the 78.6 fib was not taken as support. If you remember, I spoke about this SFP of this November low and then looking for a reclaim back inside the range. Well, that's gone. Bye-bye. Well, you will ask me what's next. So if this channel was invalidated, and it was invalidated, now I think we can speak about horizontals, because if the channel was invalidated, now we'll speak about horizontal supports. And as I'm highlighting here the same fact, when you have a big rollover like we had here, it's not just a V-shaped recovery and goes to all-time high like the public wants. It will be a long, boring period of consolidation on the other side of the trend line. So if you want to be bullish on crypto, yeah, okay, you'd first want crypto to get out of the woods. And what that means? Well, it means it has to get on the other side of the trend line. And there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work involved in that. All right? No, I'm not taking chart requests here. The chart requests are made on the Twitter post. I'm not taking any chart requests here. So if you want chart request, you post it on the Twitter post in the comments section. All right? All right. So yeah, this is about total and weekly time frame. You can see we are actually accepting above below the previous year low and yearly FEG. We have the first candle confirmed closing below. So I do think that we'll get some escape velocity, how I call it, like fast dump. If we, by some wonder, the price will not rebound. Let's go on total 3. Same stuff. You can see what I was expecting here, playing the ranges. This one is still inside the range, but if shit hits the fan, I can easily see this one hopping at 415 billion. Let's go on total 3 ES. There we go. The same thing as I was highlighting previously. If you want to be bullish on crypto, well, let it first get on the other side of the trend line. Okay, let's go on others, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people, they are... okay, I thought that I have logarithmic. I think a lot of people are really wondering what's next on this one. No? Well, what's next? I think eventually market will go for this 122 billion bullish retest of this W. But as I was highlighting previously, you can see we only had the run on shitcoins after the price went on the right side of the trend line. So if we apply the same equation, yeah, let's not necessarily take that one, but that's the normal one. You can see we can have some pumps and rejection, but that will be short-lived. Again, we can have some pumps, rejection, short-lived. Until the price is not getting on the other side of the trend line, we cannot speak about an altcoin season. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Like we have here, rejecting, and then we can speak about, okay, let's start buying some shitcoins. So I'm not taking my loss in a manner that I'm closing the position. They are underwater. The shitcoins bags that I have, more than enough. I'm just trading. I'm focusing on trading on the next months and weeks. I'll be focusing on trading, and that's all. I'm not buying spot shitcoins anymore. I don't think is the proper period to do that. Entry short. Yeah, we'll look at the Bitcoin a little bit later. It's crypto. Can others go to 24 billion? Yes. Who tells you that crypto cannot dump here is delusional. It's shitcoin. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. If Atom on Binance managed to go to fucking $0, here you can see 0.01. 0.01 from $43. From 43 to 0.01. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'm retarded. Okay, I prefer to be retarded. So, yeah, I was bullish when I was looking at this channel, and I was expecting for the price to take this area as support, which it did. 5 seconds, which it did for a few weeks. You can see we had a 10 by 10 event, and here I was bidding. This was December to January, where I took some nice positions here at the lows. But what you can observe, it's actually the price has lost the upward momentum, and now it's slowly grinding to the downside. And even if you want to look for a slight pump on altcoins, you can look even at this one, at this M top. Well, first the price has to get somewhere on the other side of the trend line here. And here, I think we can get like a little pump. But as I'm telling you, do not get emotions involved in trading. Do not get emotionally invested. Always try to invest with your brain and have a proper planning. Yes, there is a setup usually when you have a weak or big event consolidation. And indeed, we swept the 10 by 10 week here in the 78.6, and we are just consolidating it. If this will be the case, and I see this happening, this is quite bullish, because we can speak about an accumulation Wyckoff, even maybe one more SFP of this initial swing failure. And then we can actually target some intermediate highs like 260 billion and then 220 billion around here. But until then, I don't see anything like that happening. And any guru who's calling for seeing the future or trust me that will happen without a thesis, what I hate is when someone is saying that something will happen without showing you a chart. All right. Like I was showing you the chart on total and saying here on the weekly time frame, I was saying around here when we had this SFP, I was saying, okay, I'm expecting a bounce. It should bounce here, and we should at least retest 61.8. I mean, it had a valid reasoning behind. Here, you can see. This is what I was expecting. I hate the people that are just throwing you messianic messages like, trust me, I'm the god of this environment and you should listen to what I say because I'm the best and shit like that. No. If he would have been the best, I think he wouldn't, in the first place, act like that and be like that. All right, let's get back to shitcoins. Bitcoin dominance. All right. So Bitcoin dominance, it has a long ass distribution here at the top. But if I'm looking right now at Bitcoin dominance, I think we can repeat this scenario. So you can see here monthly sideways, and we can get something like this. Damn it, sorry, I sneezed. All right. So if you ask me, I can see some resemblance behind this chart here and this price action here. So we can get one more spike to the upside. Because this week requires a retest. When? God knows. I have no idea. But this week to the upside requires a proper retest. So I spoke about total, others, Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Let's go on Ethereum, Bitcoin. Yeah, we have a W. So I was speaking about this W here, and I was speaking about the fact that maybe we have the same pattern. I cannot be bearish on Ethereum when it speaks to Ethereum, when I speak about Ethereum Bitcoin chart. It can take a lot. Let me get this one. I'll put it back. It can take a lot of time until we get performing. You can see here. It took 266 days to get out of this range and just perform. 266 days, all right, after this pump. So we can actually speak about easily about May or even June for when Ethereum to start outperforming a little bit. So we had the initial W, we had the bounce, we had a bullish retest, and then a slight outperforming. And then we had the 5 minutes, how I call them, this is the 5 minutes of Ethereum. It can happen. I expect this to happen. Yeah. I expect this to happen this year at some point in time in the Q3 or Q4, based on the same type of the consolidation which we had here. So I'm playing the range. I will bid Ethereum against Bitcoin at the range lows here. If the range lows is lost, like I highlighted this here, then it means Ethereum can go to zero. If range lows holds, then there is some hope for Ethereum here. All right? All right. And we have about 110, 120 people and 30 likes. Come on, guys. I think you can push that like button, no? I think you can. Okay, let's go on USDC dominance and all right. So, well, I was speaking on this motherfucker about the channel here, but you can see it's trying to push to the upside. It's trying to push the channel. Can we get a retest of this M top? Definitely here at 4.2 easily. I don't know, can it go here and treat everything like a range? Yes. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. And yeah, the outlook might be, you can see here we had a breakout and now we should have expansion to the upside. It can go way higher. Yeah, level by level. Let's see how 3.4 is solved. Then we can speak about 4.2. Now, if we speak about this motherfucker here, easily, same stuff. It's a range. Can I shoot above this pivot high? Like, let's see. Can it shoot at 10% or 13%? Yeah, easily. Easily. It can easily shoot above the range a little bit. I was the same stuff. So why I was bullish on December, January? Because I was looking at a power of 3 here. So I was looking for an AMD model here at the beginning of February, and that's when I was expecting to bid on altcoins. So my thesis was linked, and it had reasoning, it had clear reasoning behind the thesis based on everything that I showed you, like from total channel plus 78.6 retest to the AMD of USDC dominance, USDT dominance, and so on. So this is how you create context behind reasoning of your moves and of your execution. Man, I ranted this live more than I traded. Let's see here. I'm boring you to death. Yeah, the price didn't move. Am I boring you guys? Let me know. Don't forget to smash that like button. Okay, so let's go back to this motherfucker. Easily, we can speak about a range highs here at 9.6, tap of 9.6, and then it can easily shut higher. So macro is not looking great. And the last chart that I want to look at is, and then we'll go over classic trading. It's NASDAQ. It looks heavy. I was even speaking with Paul in the last days. Well, it tries to M out. You can see it's a range for the moment, but it's a really easy move to happen here. It looks heavy. Yeah, and if you look like from a curve perspective, it's trying to bend. And I'm expecting a slight dump. That's not huge for stocks. I don't know. Let's say 20%, 15% at the 22,000 level. I think that's easily and highly probable. And I'm seeking for shorts. I'm hunting shorts. As I was discussing with Paul, I'm trying to hunt a short SFP of the highs here. I remember when someone, I don't want to name, has posted that the economy is booming and we're going to make so much money exactly at 70,000, at 7,000. Man, exactly here. Here. So he posted exactly here. Yeah, you know who am I speaking about. That was, and I was speaking with Paul. Well, I'm shorting. The sad story is that I took profits here at the SFP of this low, and I didn't have the amount of contracts enough to take partials. I had a little position, so but look at it. If you go back and search, you'll know who I'm speaking about. He said that the economy is doing so well. We are doing so good. Yeah, so I want to see something like this, like one more sweep and then to roll over. Or if we get on the other side of the trend line, maybe I will short an M, LJ short M. Okay, let's see what our Solana is doing. Well, it's at entry. It's having fun. Bitcoin USDT. I'm searching for something. 1 second. Yeah, this is the chart which I was looking at. We made this analysis. These are the trades which we basically took. You can see now we are looking for longs here to the downside. I think we tapped already 78.6 slightly. I'm expecting another dump to get a fill. Seems like the chart, the Bitcoin chart respected what I was looking at here. And it's not rocket science. If you trade enough time with Paul, you will understand that the price action will move in a way. The mic is really low. Yeah, I tested on my phone and it's not that low. No, I will not talk too much about altcoins, guys. What to talk about it? If you go on Solana USDT, what to talk about it? The fact that it has a huge M top here, and the fact that it will most likely go to $25. This is what you want to hear? There is a huge probability for Solana to go here and here. The mic, it's all right now? Let me know. So there is a big probability for Solana to go there. As long as we stay about below $95, there you go. We speak about something like this. Piero Freak is the last time when I tell you this. I saw on PJ Live you mentioned about shorting Say here. So where were you when Say was at 0.7 or $1? And when were you at 270 or 220? Why you want to short when the move is already exhausted or it's mostly done and you want to short here? I don't get it. Yeah, so you want to short bounces, you want to short euphoria, you want to short when... Let me give you an example of what you want to short. So when I was even made stupid by Elise and Wiz here, they told me that I'm retarded, both Elise and Wiz here, when I started shorting and I said, I'm selling my Tao. Yeah, there you go. Even worse. Even worse. Wojciech. So it's like you're telling me to short Tao here when I shorted Tao here. And I sold my Tao bags here. What is the logic behind doing and having an action like this? Why I would short here? Where is the risk to reward? Where you put the stop loss? All right. And a lot of people told, well, you saved my ass because I had a huge bag of Tao. I was expecting Tao to go like 4 digits like they promised me, and I sold it. At that moment in time, I was pretty sad, but looking back, you saved my ass. Well, I didn't save your ass because I didn't click. I just told you that most likely Tao will dump like crazy from that point. And he did. And you can go on my Twitter and search Tao and you will find. The same stuff happened with ZEC. The same stuff. I sold my ZEC at around 400 to 600. I started selling my ZEC, and then the same person told me that I'm retarded and ZEC will go to 4 digits, while I think ZEC will go to $57. Oh my God, guys. Come on. Yeah. This is crypto. I learned it on the hard way too. This is the shitcoin space. It's not curing cancer. It's not curing cancer. Let's see if we have any DR, IDR, so we can scalp a little bit. Not great, not terrible. I want to take a short, maybe. No, I don't like it. Seems like I think it's building a bullish DR, but once we get here at 6,800, I think we'll reject. And the risk to reward is not there anymore. Maybe if I get a retracement back here, I will look for a long. That's a good risk to reward ratio. And we have also an AMD model here. Let's see the sessions. Asia low, London. Man, these 3 lows here, they are asking for a sweep. They are asking for a sweep there. No, I don't like. We are kind of in the middle of nowhere. Same stuff. Actually, looking at the session lows, I would go with a bearish bias. I would go with a bearish bias, honestly, and target this New York PM and New York AM. Let's see Bitcoin. Now he's looking bad. Yeah, exactly. It's Trompeta model. Exactly, Otto. Well, I was looking for a continuation, but no, I think I should look for a manipulation of this New York PM lows here, and actually there to take a long. I think it's a good idea here, and then I target this key horizontal resistance. I can go with a 4-1. That's not bad. But these 2 AM and PM session, no. They are weak lows. They are weak lows. They are most likely baiting. It's like fishing. they are baiting. And look at this New York PM, which is not sold here. We had a nice manipulation yesterday, which fucked me up because I was expecting for these 2 highs to be taken, and they didn't took it. They left equal highs. But look at this nice manipulation. I don't think today we'll go past this manipulation. So I do think that if we short, that high can be used as a stop loss for the position. So I'll be looking for a short today around here, 6,800 to 6.9. Anything around here, I think I'll look for a short. Yeah. I'm not FAFO around here. I'm not going to FAFO. And if so, actually, I will look for a short, not for a long, if I'm looking better at the points of interest here. Yeah, it's going down eventually. Man, you don't know how much I want to short this one because I know it will roll over. I know it will roll over. And I think it will roll over at about 6.2, about this area here. That will be the area to roll over. And if I catch a nice short, the risk to reward can be absolutely, can be really, really nice. Can be one of the best trades of the year. If I go with the 1% there, I want my short. I want my short. Let's see NASDAQ. Well, this one is holding this key horizontal support. Go 1 hour. Here I had a short position. Look at the motherfuckers. Look at what they did to me. Look at what they did to me here. So I took this rejection here, and then they took me out, and then they took profits. Look at this. Look at this. Disgusting. Disgusting. Well, I traded the news, I guess. Here, same stuff. I think we have a. I think we'll have a bearish session. Same stuff. Look at this equal lows here. Look at this equal lows here. Look at those equal lows. I'm even tempted to short now, but we don't have a bearish DR. I don't have anything. I don't have anything. Yeah, I think New Year session will give us a nice opportunity. I think will give us a nice opportunity. Previous 4 hour low, daily open, previous day low, Monday low. I don't think it will give us Monday high. I don't know. I don't think it has enough strength. We'll see. But that will be a nice short. I'll put an alarm here. If I get this short, definitely I'll try to short it. So something around here would be a really nice one. Okay. Yeah, I cannot touch anything, honestly. I cannot touch anything. Ethereum, it looks bad. Bitcoin, it looks bad for a scalp. ES, I would short it, honestly. I would short it. Look at the 1 hour candle and look at the... And we have, look at the flat bottom candle on the 1 hour. Quarterly open, yearly open. Man, I think I will short this shit. I think I'll take a short here. 5 minutes FEG. But I don't like the risk to reward. It's pretty. Let me get a... Maybe give me one more SFP here at the quarterly high. Something like this. I think something like this is doable. Something like this is doable. So this is the yearly open. Well, we basically flipped the yearly open. If we look at the ski horizontal area, we are trading below the yearly open. And we have a high time frame candle confirmed. Yeah, I think I'll take something like this. Let's see if I get an entry here. If not, then I will chase with the DR IDR. Because if I get, for example, well, this inverse FEG, let's say that we create this inverse FEG, I can hunt. Yeah, crypto, I'm not touching it. It's not doing what I'm looking for right now. And as I told you previously, I would look for a short here quarterly open. I would look for a short here at weekly open, and then I don't know if it has enough strength to go for the Monday high. I don't know. We'll see. Well, let it drop then, if it will drop. Let it drop. Let it drop. I have an alarm. I don't know why you guys are panicking over shitcoins because it didn't sweep the current year high. So why are you panicking so much about a shitcoin when it didn't took the liquidity? Yeah, I don't think it will drop hard. I just don't think. I saw some people trying to short around here, or not for me. I enjoy liquidity when I trade shitcoins. Come on. Spike up and give me an entry. As for Ethereum, I want to see an accumulation wyckoff happening here, but the current year low is too close. Just my two stupid cents. I don't think it has enough strength to push again to the upside, but we'll see. We have this channel. It's at the channel lows and at the 78.6. I don't know. I don't think it has enough strength. We'll see. We'll see. This motherfucker lately has spiked up, and I had lots of manipulation from S&P and NASDAQ, like I showed you here previously. So I had a confirmation, and then it spiked up once again. I really don't like this kind of stuff. And it's pretty volatile due to the fact that we have lots of news lately. Well. I think I should chase. Boring market, honestly. Boring. Nothing that I can do, honestly. Nothing that I can do. I don't want to chase, no. Okay, let me see if I have any chart requests and do some analysis on your guys' requests. So let's start. Let's take the request. I have 42 comments on the live. Let's go. Thank you very much for the comments, guys. Okay, let's see. We have Rose USDT. But honestly, guys, I will go on a high time frame. I will go and analyze daily to weekly. So Rose, I really want to see how it holds this area at 0.011. If I see some structure holding, then it's worth taking a shot. If it's not holding this area, most likely goes lower. Okay. Actually, let's retweet and chart request time. Hop up in. Okay. Okay, I posted. Let's see. We have Axie, Rose, ICPAR, Axie. Axie, yeah. Most likely it will go for this flat bottom where the impulsive move started. And we'll get a retest of this area. We had a big spike to the upside. That was, as you can see, as a exit liquidity. Now most likely it goes lower. Let's see what Otto sent me. Not bad. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. Yeah, you can post it on... yeah, I see what you get there. Nice one. Nice confluence. I think you already posted it on Discord, Otto. I will repost it on Twitter. Just post it, or I don't know if you want to repost it. Okay. So Axie, Rose, ICP. Let's see ICP. Man, ICP. Honestly, it was looking bullish here. It was looking bullish also here, and I tried some longs. I did have some success, but as you can see, look at this sell-off. Look at this algorithmical sell-off here. It's just going for the weak low, my 2 cents. And it's not looking great. It's not looking great. Okay, ARC. Now let's check Binance. Yeah, no, I wouldn't chase up here. I know what's in your mind. I know. Well, breakout goes to... No, if I get a retest of that area at 0.034, maybe. If not, no, thank you. Can we have a look at Dusk? Let's have a look at Dusk. It's one of my big bags, but as you see, I called for Dusk here at 0.05, and look at the pump it did. It did more than a 400% rally from the level I called it. So do you want me to chase Dusk or get in here? No, it looks bad. It doesn't look like it wants to do anything. Filecoin, same stuff. I have a big bag of Filecoin, but I did sold part of it when we had this spike to the upside. At the moment, look at it. It's looking bad. You need the market to stop bleeding in order to do anything. And do you see a bleeding stop here? I don't see a bleeding stop here. We had a short from these highs at $1, and I'm aiming to take another shot long soon. Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash, you can see, I expect it to dump to $300. Can we short pip in here? No, it's not for me. Can look at Doge. Diana asked me Doge. Well. Doge lovers. I don't like the fact that Doge has lost this trend line. You can see we had an ascending demand continuously. Even the 10 by 10 week stopped there. And we had the first week closing below that one. So I do think there's a high probability for us to dump in the 0.05. But eventually, I don't know, in a few years from now, I think it will do a rally into the 0.05, but like 0.5, sorry, like 50 cents. But I don't know. It doesn't look like wants to perform anymore. And as I told you previously, if you want to see your coin performing, okay, let it get on the other side of the trend line. And I think Doge has lots of work to do at the moment. You can see it's not even going sideways. It has to do this sideways move for a long period of time before we get any hope from from our beloved shitcoin, let's say it like that. All right. Okay, let's go on the next one. Xpin. Let's see, Xpin. Xpin. No, yeah, I don't like it. Most likely, like high probability will go around here. At 0 point, you can see the number there. We have some unfinished business here at this flat bottom low in that week. So I think it will go way lower. Tao, I saw the gurus of Tao saying that it's impossible to go to $57 where you highlighted. First, it has to do something here. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree on the fact that first, it has to go lower than this area. If this is not going to hold for Tao, we're going to see much lower. Yeah, if 158 is not going to hold, we're going to see, I think, below 3 digits Tao soon. Can we talk about Dusk? I spoke about Dusk. Can we enter here? No, I said it's not looking good. I would go on Dusk at 0.04, so it has to dump at least 50% lower. So no, thank you. Useless. Useless, you see where my entry is. I'm waiting for 0.012. So it has to go way lower. CHEVX. CHEVX, essentially, I'm trying to play the range game. If it's invalidated here at the lows, so if this 1.5 area is not holding, then most likely we'll go for the 0.5 and I'll have to cut my bag. I have a bag of CHEVX. I was looking to play this range. Okay. Now I saw your Grok video. Nice one with my picture. Nice one, Menace. Yeah, in my opinion, there's no point if you don't have proper structure. There is no point of hopping in altcoins right now. But I'm stupid. What? Doesn't matter what I... Fucker. Doesn't want to give me an entry. Well, I should chase around here with this M top and then... Motherfucker. No, because this low is not safe. It's not a high probability one. I don't like it. I'll just wait. Okay. If possible. Well, I see no more chart request on this one. Let me go on the second one. ZKP. Man, I never heard of this coin. What the heck? Are they launching shitcoins in the bear market? ZKP. ZKP, and it looks like shit. Come on. It's not looking good. No. Maybe if we get some consolidation around here, 0.076. Sorry, I sneezed again. Damn it. So no, it's not looking good. Let it go lower. I have another request. Filecoin say I did Filecoin. Say was a big one if let's say would have accepted the levels which I was monitoring, which I was looking at, this weekly W, you can see it failed. So we had a big weekly W here and it just failed. And now if we go on spot, I think you can see it's going for the listing price. And actually, I don't know, one day, it's at the listing price. You can see 0.64. It's a good area. Yeah, it's a good area, but I think we need structure first. And let's go on the next one. Well, we are inside the box that I was looking for, but I think more or less we'll go for this listing price here. So no, it's losing support. It's not finding any support here on the daily basis. So I think 0.015 it's next, like way lower. And that's actually 10 times lower. Damn it. Is this logarithmical? Yeah, it's not logarithmical. It's regular. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. XRP, no, it wasn't discussed, but you know the rules. I don't take chart requests from here. The chart requests are taken from commenting on Twitter, not here. So I was having this chart on XRP and I was looking for this bounce around here. I still think it's a valid trade here at around $1. And I'll still be looking for an entry. Shitcoin, NPC. I'll actually not take this one because it's highly loved by some NPC influencers. So no, thank you. And because it's a big shitcoin, like useless one. BAT and Rez. Well, it has to hold the lows here. If it's not holding the 0.1, if it's not holding this area, then it's cooked. So it better play this range and we bounce somewhere at 0.106. Res, way below the listing price. I don't see a bottoming structure. It's just going lower and lower and lower. No, thank you. What? Valvoline? This is what you want? VVV short? Well, I don't know. I think it's seeking liquidity. You can see we bounced off really nicely off this pivot low here. 78.6 fib. You can see it with your naked eyes. Really nice play. I don't know. Let's look at Apple, maybe. Not looking great, like an M top. Well, Tesla, you can see I was looking at this upward trending channel. So anything at around 500 is to be shorted, then reload at around 200 at lows here. It's not looking great, honestly. Lots of M's on the weekly time frame. Let's see what this motherfucker did. Okay, I don't have an entry still. Bitcoin, it's still there, not doing anything. Kind of a dual session, I have to tell you that. Not too many things that I can do here. It's looking weird. This is Monad, if I'm not wrong. Well, it looks better than most of the shitcoins here, but we have sort of an accumulation Wyckoff happening at the lows. We have sort of an accumulation Wyckoff here, but it's not looking great. If we get a retest of 0.018 and hold this one, then it should be all right. Guys, for requests, as I told you, go on the Twitter link and post it in the comments. It's way easier to just go through the comments and reviewing them than if you throw them in the chat, because the chat can disappear quickly. All right, you can see we have 47 comments, 47 requests there. I'm going through each one of them, so I'm not skipping any request. AVAX, I see AVAX requested on the comments. Well, AVAX, honestly, it's a nice project. It's a nice project and it has good future, but in the bear market, nothing is forgiven. You can see I was looking at this weekly W, took my loss, next bus. And next point is $5. So I think we'll get that $5 point on AVAX. I think it's going way lower. I think you can wait actually for an entry around here at $5. Even Aave, which is also a damn good project, and I think Aave can perform really nicely. I'm expecting to get at 48, $50 and take all the lows. It will be unforgiven, honestly. Grass. Let's see here, listing price, and then we see how it's going to react. So let it go to listing price. Okay, let's go on this shitcoin. Well, we left equal lows here, so first pivot for some longs would be here, and then I would look for this area at 39 and 56. So let it go lower. Let's go on and look a bit at gold. We have our gladiator taking care of gold, Otto. He's doing insane analysis on gold. So if you're not yet on Discord, I don't know, I think I will repost maybe some of his work. He's not active on Twitter or stuff like that, but his analysis on gold, it's insanely good. And he's very, very good at trading gold. I was looking for a short initially here yesterday or 2 days ago, but I actually did said that with the news and with all the heat, all the heating stuff coming from Iran, and let's not give names, but I expect this one to spike to the upside and to start outperforming a little bit more. Yeah, and as you can see, it does start to outperform a little bit. So I'm not going to touch yet gold for the short side. I think I have an entry on S&P. Yeah, it's close to my entry. It's close to my entry. Well, guys, I have an entry on this short now. Let's see. I'll leave with the results. I think we can call it a session. I don't have too many things to add, and honestly, I don't think I'll take too many trades today. Maybe only if I get the proper triggers. Who knows? For example, here on Bitcoin, if I get a higher time frame W, maybe, and breakout and retest. But other than that, no. Yes, I did took the long on. You think that I'm posting without taking it? I posted this trade last week, so it's here since last week. I'm in the trade. Let's call it a session and see what we can get. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for joining the live. And don't forget, today at the New York session, Paul will make another live session on Discord for everyone. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.